debt collection. Kentucky Congressman and House Oversight Ranking Member James Comer joins me now. Forgive me, Congressman, we were expecting an announcement relating to the 2024 election, and all we got was trading cards being sold for $99 each from Mr. Trump. Do you have any response to that?
Well, the president is one of the world's greatest marketers. He has a huge sense of humor. I know nothing about digital trading cards, but I'm pretty sure they'll be very popular back home in Kentucky.
I guess he's got a sense of humor. All right. Republicans are ramping up their investigation of big tech companies censoring free speech under the claim of misinformation. We know conservatives were censored on Twitter, but what about Facebook and YouTube? Will you investigate them too?
Absolutely. And if you'll remember, Zuckerberg was really the first to disclose that the FBI was meeting regularly with him prior to the 2020 election, warning him about potential items of Russian disinformation. So we have a problem from two fronts with respect to social media censorship. First of all is the fact that they're actually censoring conservative speech. Now, I understand that they're private companies, but they get special liability protections because of the rules in Congress, and those are going to be reevaluated. The Section 230 and all the liability protections are going to be reevaluated now because we have evidence that they've been colluding with Democrat campaigns and Democrat operatives to censor conservative speech and censor particular conservatives. We also have a problem with the fact that the government was involved through the FBI and potentially the Biden administration in telling big tech what they could and could not post on their platforms. Under no circumstances should the government ever be involved in censoring free speech.
Yes, indeed. You're also looking to investigate John Kerry and his connections with far-left environmentalist groups. What's the problem with Kerry and his ties to green groups?
Well, first of all, we're not exactly sure what John Kerry's role is in the administration. He's never had to be in front of any type of confirmation hearing. It's really unclear what his role is and what authority he actually does have. But we know he's met with an awful lot of left-wing climate extremist groups. We want to know what role they play in his decision-making, and honestly, we want to know what role he has in any decision-making within the Biden White House.
He's just known as the Climate Czar, and he jets around the world to all these meetings, but that means he's not been looked at, checked out by Congress. He's never been subjected to, I'm going to call it interrogation, for his job, because his job is entirely unofficial. Can you fix that?
We're going to try to. I mean, it's unofficial, but it's still tax dollars going to not just pay his salary, but his travels and his staff. And we honestly have no idea what they do. We have no idea how big a role they play in the administration. We're concerned about this administration's energy policies. We believe they've put America behind, especially when you look at us versus China. China wants the United States to embrace the Green New Deal because that'll make them even more competitive in manufacturing. So we want to know what role John Kerry plays, and we feel like we have a right because, again, that's tax dollars being spent on an agency that was just created by Joe Biden that has no accountability whatsoever in Congress.
Congressman James Comer, thanks very much for being with us, sir. Merry Christmas to you.